Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics Ka Funda. Today I am here with you to present the third physics chapter of class 10, which is current electricity. Okay, before that, if you have not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe. Please like my video and share my video. Okay, so let's start today's video. Here in this chapter, the name of the chapter suggests that it is what? Current electricity, and current is a word which has a definite meaning. Do you know what is the meaning of current? Current means to flow, flowing, to flow. Sometimes we used to say the current of the river is too high. That means the flowing of water is too high. That means the speed of water is too high in that river. That means current means the meaning of the current, the meaning of the word current is what? To flow. Understood? Now, how we will relate this current with electricity? Listen, when we discuss about electricity, when we discuss about electric something, there we have to consider one quantity which is called charge. Quantity which is called charge. 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 This is very important. Charge is that quantity which I am going to explain now. Charge. Listen. If you have any material with you like sodium, copper, iron, whatever, if you have any material with you, that material has some property. What property? Property means characteristics. I am going to explain the characteristics. Like if you have any material in your hand, we can say that that material has a mass. So mass is one property of that material. Mass is one characteristics of this material. That material has density. Density is one of the characteristics. Like that only, charge is also one characteristics of that material, one property of that material. Now, what is the function of this charge? What happens? Okay, this charge determines whether two materials attract or repel each other. Whether two charges attract or repel each other. Understood? The force between two, you can say the force between two objects is determined by charge. What force? That is electrostatic force, that is electric force. Whatever force it is there, I'll explain. So that force is electric force is determined by charge. You have to remember this. Electric force between two, you can say two objects or two materials is determined by what? By this property charge. Now, charge is denoted by capital or small q, whatever. Capital Q is used if the charge is massive. If the charge is, the amount of the charge is more, then we use capital Q, and we use small letter q when when the charge is very less, small amount of charge. Okay, so charge we denote by capital Q. Now this charge, I told that this charge is an intrinsic property of a material, of an object. Okay, now intrinsic property I'll explain. Before that, you see, charge has SI unit of Coulomb, Coulomb. We denote by capital C. Okay, Coulomb is a scientist. So, he determined, actually, he found out the force, the electric force between two charges. Okay, from there Coulomb is coming. So, Coulomb is the SI unit of charge. Okay, CGS unit is also there. CGS unit of charge. Okay, charge, that is called ESU. ESU means electrostatic unit. Electrostatic unit is the CGS unit of what? Charge, or it is also called state coulomb. STATE state coulomb or electrostatic unit is what? Is the CGS unit of charge. Remember this. So coulomb, but CGS unit is hardly it is used. It is not used oftenly. Okay, so this is what the SI unit of charge is coulomb. Remember? Okay. Now you see what is actually the property. I'm just telling you that it is a property of a material. How it is a property? You need to understand that. So property means it is an intrinsic property. Intrinsic property of a material. Now you see what you mean by this word intrinsic. Intrinsic means pure. Pure. Intrinsic means pure. So I'm going to explain this. Suppose you have sodium, okay, one piece of sodium. You know, a piece of sodium, if you're taking, suppose, if you're taking a piece of sodium like this is suppose a piece of sodium, Na. We used to write by Na, you know that. So sodium, and we know that the sodium is having atomic number 11. Sodium का atomic number कितना है? 11 है. Now you see how this 11 is distributed in different shells. KLM shells are there. You will get to know in chemistry. We can distribute this 11 by 2, 8 and 1. In the first shell we can have only 2 electrons. In the second we can have only 8 electrons, and the rest, the last electron we can use in the last shell. If I draw this, suppose you see this is a piece of sodium I'm telling. So in that piece of sodium we have millions sodium atoms were there. Why millions sodium atoms are there? Because you know that sodium atom, whatever it is, atomic size is what? Of the order of 10 to the power minus 14 meter or 10 to the power minus 15 meter sometimes. That means it is a very small quantity. One atom if you are taking, its size is 10 to the power minus 14 meter. You just think how much smaller it is. So you are taking a bigger piece, you can say that in that piece millions, you can say millions, billions sodium atoms are there. From there we are taking a single atom. If we take a single atom and you wish to draw the electronic configuration, then we can say that, you see, this is the, you know that every atom has a nucleus. So suppose this is the nucleus, okay, this is the nucleus, and around this nucleus the first shell is having 2 electrons, second shell is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons, and the last one is having only 1 electron here, suppose. So this is what? Sodium atom, single atom I am drawing. Before that you need to understand, I just told you that charge is an intrinsic property of a material. You have this electrons have charges. Electrons का भी charge होता है, because electron is what? Electron, actually the definition of charge is what? It is an intrinsic property of, listen, it is an intrinsic property of elementary particles. Now what do you mean by elementary particles? Elementary particle means what? The primary particles, okay, by which your material is constructing, your material is made up of. Your material is made up of what? Nucleus, electrons, like that only ना. Suppose here I am drawing sodium. One sodium atom में कितना होता है? 11 electrons होता है ना. तो वो electron क्या हो गया? That electron is what? Elementary particle. That electron is what? Primary particle. So ये electron का भी क्या होता है? Property, characteristics होता है. Because electron is what? The intrinsic, sorry, electron is what? The elementary particle. इस elementary particle का क्या होता है? Property होता है charge. So electron का भी तो charge होगा ना, because you see electrons are elementary particles, and that electron, as it is an elementary particles, it has the property of charge. So electron, you see, electrons have charges, and the value, the amount of charge that one electron has a charge of, you see, we used to write by small letter e. Small letter e, if it is written, you must understand this is a charge, okay, this is a charge of 1 electron, and the value is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. As I told, coulomb is the SI unit of charge. So 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, that is the amount of charge that 1 electron has. Okay, 1 electron has this much of charge. Understood? So now you see here you see, and that too you have to remember, that too electron has negative charge. We have to write, you see, this is the value. So we have electrons, and that has charge minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Electron has negative charge. Charge can be negative, charge can be positive. Understood? Charges can be either positive or negative. There are two types of charge we have. like charges and unlike charges. Okay, and you will get to know in class 12. Okay, so minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 कूलम, ये कितना है? एक इलेक्ट्रॉन का चार्ज होता है. यहाँ कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन है? How much electron is there? 11 electrons are there. So 11 इलेक्ट्रॉन का चार्ज होगा ना, 11 into this. एक इलेक्ट्रॉन का अगर इतना होता है तो 11 इलेक्ट्रॉन का you can find out. But this is what? This is nucleus, and we know that in nucleus we are having what? Protons and neutrons. Now why the name is neutron? You have to understand. Neutron is chargeless. Neutron is neutral. It is neither positive, it is neither negative. That means इसका charge नहीं है, negative charge भी नहीं है, positive charge भी नहीं है. That's why from there only the name is coming neutron, because it is neutral. Understood? Because it is neutral, it has no charge. Neutrons have no charges. Understood? न्यूट्रॉन का चार्ज नहीं होता है, इसलिए इसका नाम न्यूट्रॉन है, बिकॉज इट इज न्यूट्रल. अंडरस्टूड? सो यू सी, न्यूट्रॉन भी होता है और प्रोटॉन भी होता है. न्यूट्रॉन और प्रोटॉन से क्या होता है? कॉन्स्टिट्यूट, न्यूक्लियस कॉन्स्टिट्यूट होता है. Okay, one nucleus consists of what? Neutrons and protons. As neutrons I just told, neutrons has no charge. We can say that protons are having charges. Protons are having charges, and the value of charge of one proton. Remember, one proton, एक proton का like this, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन का जैसे minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 कूलम होता है, एक प्रोटॉन का भी क्या होता है? 1.6 into 10 to the power, this is also E. 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This is positive. Protons, remember, protons are positively charged. Proton का क्या होता है? चार्ज पॉजिटिव होता है. ओके, प्रोटॉन्स आर पॉजिटिवली चार्ज, और वैल्यू सेम होता है इलेक्ट्रॉन के जैसे. सेम 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb is the amount of charge that a proton has. Understood? So प्रोटॉन का चार्ज और इलेक्ट्रॉन का चार्ज का वैल्यू सेम होता है, but one is negative, one is positive. So you see, in sodium we know that 11 electrons are there, 11 protons are there. Proton भी कितना होता है? 11 ही होता है. So you see, as a whole you can see that minus charge और plus charge का वैल्यू सेम होता है. तो ये दो क्या होता है? ओवरऑल जो नेट चार्ज होता है ना, that is zero. Understood? Because this will cancel this one, negative, this is positive. So overall total charge, you can say total charge is, if suppose minus 5 is there, plus 5 is there, I want to add these two, you will get a, okay, you will get what? A gulla, a laddu. Okay, that is a 0. So that means what? Here also we can say that, listen very carefully, an atom, okay, if it is relaxed, that atom has no charge. Total, if you see, the net charge of the atom is 0. Understood? Net charge of the atom is 0. Why? Because there are negative charges are also there, there are positive charges are also there. If you take the summation, means what? If you add this two, you will get what? The net charge, and the net charge is how much? 0 it is. Understood? Net charge is 0. So charge you understood na? Charge. ओके, एक प्रोटॉन का चार्ज कितना होता है? प्लस 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 कूलम, और एक इलेक्ट्रॉन का होता है माइनस 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 कूलम. अंडरस्टूड? नाउ वन मोर थिंग यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, लाइक चार्जेस रिपेल ईच अदर. लाइक चार्जेस मींस व्हाट? अगर तुम्हारे पास दो चार्ज है ना, दोनों पॉजिटिव है, ओके, दोनों पॉजिटिव है तो लाइक हो गया ना, दोनों नेगेटिव है तब भी लाइक हो गया. सो इफ यू हैव लाइक चार्जेस, दे विल रिपेल ईच अदर. ओके, एक दूसरे को क्या करेगा? रिपेल करेगा. और अनलाइक चार्जेस क्या होता है? इफ यू हैव अनलाइक चार्जेस लाइक वन पॉजिटिव, वन नेगेटिव, वन नेगेटिव, वन पॉजिटिव, सो इफ इट इज अनलाइक चार्जेस, दे विल अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर. तो यहां पे क्या हो गया? न्यूक्लियस में क्या हो गया? पॉजिटिव चार्ज हो गया, और उसके सराउंडिंग में क्या हो गया? नेगेटिव चार्जेस हो गया. अनलाइक हो गया ना, पॉजिटिव हियर एंड नेगेटिव in the surrounding, so they will attract each other. That's why your electrons, you see the electrons which is on the, over the orbital, you see, they will not go away from the nucleus. They are bind to the nucleus because of this force. What force? Electric force between the proton and the electrons. Understood? Protons in the nucleus, electrons in the orbitals. That is what? Unlike charges, because they are unlike, they will be having what? Attraction force. If this is like charges, it will be repulsion. So elaborately you will understand in class 12. This much is sufficient for class 10. Done? So this is all about charge. Now you see how you will get the first topic. I have not started the topic. I have just told you the introductory idea about the charges. Now the first topic name is what? Electric current. Now electric current, that is very important. As I told, we write charge by Q. We write charge by Q. Now you see, we used to say electric current. Current means to flow. The charges to flow. If you need to have what? Electric current, the charges must flow, because current means flow. Flow, electric current. Flow of what? Electric means what? We deal with what? Just now I told, we deal with charge. If the charges flow, then only we will be having electric current. Understood? Now you see, what is current? Current we denote by I, small letter I or capital letter I, whatever. Current, electric current we denote by I. Understood? Now what is electric current? You need to understand. Suppose you have 2 points A and B. Understood? You wish to see the current between A and B. Suppose a charge of Q charge is flowing from A to B. और वो फ्लो होने के लिए कुछ तो समय लगेगा ना. It will take some time. Suppose Q amount of charge, Q coulomb. Suppose Q coulomb will be there because coulomb is the SI unit of charge. So Q coulomb charge flow हो गया A से B तक, and it has taken suppose T time T definitely time T to move from A to B. तो क्या हो गया? चार्ज मूव किया ना A से B तक चार्ज मूव किया. So you see, electric current यहाँ होगा. क्यों? क्योंकि चार्ज मूव किया. Because the charges move here, that's why we can say that we will be having electric current from A to B. Now the thing is, how you will define electric current? Electric current is defined as the rate of flow of electric charge. Electric current is what? The rate of flow of electric charge. Now rate is coming, and you know that when rate comes, you need to deal with time. Now you see, suppose Q amount of charge is flowed from A to B, और इसने कितना टाइम लिया? T टाइम लिया. तो ये रेट कितना होगा? Rate we always divide by time. That means rate, we can say that rate is what? The rate, and that is defined by what? Electric current I. I is the rate of what? Rate of flow of electric charge. If rate of flow of electric charge, then we can say that how much charge is flown? Charge flowed divided by what? Time taken. Is it? That is what the rate. How much charge is flowed? Q divided by how much time taken? T. So we have the formula I is equal to Q divided by T. Done? I is equal to Q divided by T. That means electric current, if you have to define mathematically, how you will define? Electric current is what? Electric current is, listen very carefully, electric current is the rate of flow of electric charge. This is definition, and from mathematics perspective we can say that electric current is the charge flows per unit time. Electric current between 2 points, okay, is the amount of charge flows per unit time. Means 1 second में कितना charge flow हुआ? See, if suppose 5 coulomb charge flows and it has taken 5 second time, तो टाइम कितना, करंट कितना हो जाएगा? I will be what? 1 coulomb per second. I'll explain this. 1 coulomb per second, is it? That means 1 second में 1 coulomb, 1 coulomb, 1 second में 1 coulomb चार्ज क्या हुआ? फ्लो हुआ. तो वही रेट है ना. So we can define mathematically also, we can define physically also. Physically what it is? It is the rate of flow of charge, and mathematically it is what? The amount of charge that is flown per unit time. Means in 1 second of time. Now what is the SI unit of current? Current is having SI unit like the charges. coulomb. Current is also having SI unit. इसका SI unit क्या होता है? SI unit is ampere. Ampere. We used to write by capital A. Ampere is used to write by capital A. Done? Ampere is written by capital A. Ampere is what? The SI unit of electric current. Okay. Now you see, if the question comes, define 1 ampere of electric current. How you will define? Question is what? Understood electric current? I think you have understood. I cannot make it more easier than this. Question, if it is coming, suppose define 1 ampere of current. You have to define 1 ampere current. How you will define? See, if I think I told, if such type of question is coming, what you have to do, you have to first of all write the equation. If I write, we know that the electric current is the rate of flow of charge. Therefore, we can write I is equal to Q divided by T. Is not it? I is equal to Q divided by T. Done? So now you see, I need what? The definition of 1 ampere current. और हमें 1 ampere कैसे मिलेगा? अगर मैंने Q के जगह 1 coulomb पुट कर दिया, यहाँ पे 1 second पुट कर दिया, तो I का वैल्यू 1 by 1 हो जाएगा ना? So we have to choosing Q is equal to 1 coulomb charge and T is equal to 1 second time. We have what we have. I is equal to Q by T means 1 coulomb divided by 1 second. It is 1 by 1 will be 1 coulomb per second, and that is called 1 ampere. Because I का SI unit क्या होता है? Ampere होता है, 1 ampere. तो अभी define कैसे करोगे? How you will define? We will define like this. If 1 coulomb of charge is flowed from one point to the other in 1 second of time, then we can say that the electric current between these 2 points is 1 ampere. Understood? The electric current between 2 points is said to be 1 ampere if 1 coulomb of charge is flowed from one point to the other in how much time? 1 second of time. This is how you have to define. So we can write like this, you see, 1 coulomb per second is equal to what? 1 ampere. This is very important. 1 coulomb per second is equal to 1 ampere. Understood? 1 coulomb 1 second में अगर flow किया तो इसमें कितना current होगा? 1 ampere current होगा. Understood? This is all about electric current. Done? Now electric current, now electric circuit. Okay, I will finish this class. I will finish today's class after after explaining this electric circuit. Electric circuit. Electric circuit. This is not the circuit of, लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई MBBS circuit. This is not that circuit. This is electric circuit. Now you see how a circuit is made. To make the circuit, we need to have some appliances like cell, battery, keys, chabi key, bulbs, okay, to glow the bulb. So electric circuit, if I used to draw like here, so this is suppose bulb. I will show you the different symbols of appliances. It is there in your book. You can see this is a bulb. Okay, if this is a bulb, this is a cell. Cell is written by this one longer line with a smaller line, that is known as cell, where I will explain in the next video. I will explain where smaller is shown by negative and this is positive. I will show you what is negative, positive, what that polarity is, why it is positive, why it is negative, and what does it mean. I will explain in the next video. So you see one key is there, switch. You can say key or switch. This is switch 1 or switch. This is switch. This is cell. Battery we can say B, and this is bulb. Okay, this is bulb. So this is an electric circuit. To have an electric circuit, we have some other things also. I will explain that one in the next video. So you see, this is an electric circuit where we use electric appliances. These are the electric appliances. Now if I close the switch, close means what? Switch close किया, यहाँ पे open है ना, देखो. If it is open, you see, if it is open, the current, you see, from the battery it will come. Okay, I'll explain this. The current has no path to flow. The current has no path to flow. Why? Because it is coming, and at this point it is breaking, you see. There is no connection between this point. Listen, there is no connection between this point and this point. Is this any connection? No connection. So current will not get any path to flow. So we can say that here in this open time, open switch, this is open switch, it is open. When it is open, current will not flow through the circuit. That means to flow, listen very carefully, to flow electric current through an electric circuit, the circuit must be closed. The circuit must be closed, otherwise this current will never flow through the circuit. तो सर्किट को अगर क्लोज करेंगे तो हम क्या करेंगे, इसको टैप कर देंगे. हमने जो स्विच देते हैं ना, लाइट का स्विच देते हैं, वो स्विच देना मीन्स व्हाट, यू आर क्लोजिंग द switch. If you close the switch, you are tapping it. If you close the switch, your switch will come here, which will connect with the other end. So if it is connecting with the other end, so the current will get the path to flow. So now your closed circuit is closed, and the circuit is, if the circuit is closed, the current, the charges, you can say, charges get path to flow through there. And we can say that electric, you see, electric current is there in that electric circuit. So if you need to have electric current, then the circuit must be what? A closed circuit. Understood? Done? And you must have one source. Here the source is battery. I'll explain that. Here the source is battery. From the battery, charges will come out and it will flow. Okay, from the battery it will come out. How? I will explain in the next video. Okay, I think you have understood this much. And you please go through this video. If you're not understanding in one time, please do watch 2-3 times. And this is very important to watch, because in the next video we'll explain some a little bit of difficult things. Okay, so I think you understood, and I hope you understood and you like this video. Please do share my video, and I think I have to stop it here. Okay, so thank you for watching. Okay, please do study.